Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new around here, welcome. My name is Kylie. I'm a new mum to a little girl. My channel consists of a variety of different videos, including pregnancy and baby related videos, day in the life videos, cleaning videos, makeup, skincare, anything that really relates to me or my child. Please subscribe for lots of new exciting videos each week. And yeah, let's get to it. So today's video, I'm collaborating with a lovely lady called Michelle Osgood. She is also a mum like myself, but she has 2 boys. She does a lot of great videos. She posts weekly based on her home life, shopping hauls, cleaning and organisation, and lots of different things. So please go over and definitely check her out. I will also link her video down below in the description box to have a look and give her a big thumbs up and subscribe, guys, as she definitely deserves it. So let's get started to our video. As you can see from the title, 20 simple and funny mum tag questions. So question 1, I'm just going to read the questions off my phone. So question 1, how old were you when you had your first child? So I had my daughter literally 4 months and a day when I posted this video. She'll be 4 months, a week and 3 days. Yes, and I'm 20 years old. I'm nearly 21 in May, if you didn't know. So, yeah, so I was 20. Question 2. What was the hardest thing about being pregnant for 9 months? Now, there's a lot of stuff. Obviously, I could list like sickness and tiredness, which is really hard and definitely a struggle. But the hardest thing, I probably have to say, just being so uncomfortable near the end, because there's so much like pressure there of the baby where they're so low, and it's just so uncomfortable no matter what you do. I definitely say just being uncomfortable at the end of the pregnancy. Question 3, can you think of any good things you enjoyed during those 9 months? I'd 100% say feeling baby kick and move. Like, it's absolutely amazing. And I guess just feeling the baby grow and watching them grow as well. Like when you have your scans and stuff, you can see how they've progressed and how they're doing. And it's just absolutely amazing. Like, it's crazy what our bodies go through as women. It's absolutely insane. Question 4, in your opinion, were all the things you heard about childbirth accurate or way off? Now, I watch a lot of One Born every minute. I wanted to prepare myself for everything, so I researched like every single term, every single thing, anything that I could think of, just in case I knew exactly what I was getting myself into, I guess, which obviously probably wasn't for the best, but that was just what I was like. So I think most pregnant women do that though, and definitely I think everybody that I've spoken to watches One Born every minute. But I'd say things that I was told was definitely accurate. Obviously trying to explain labour is very difficult, and I remember when people used to say, you remember it being really painful but you forget the pain, and after a while like you forget about it. It's accurate what people say, I guess, because it's so hard to explain to somebody that hasn't been through it before. But it's just absolutely incredible what our bodies go through. Question 5, would you have handled childbirth differently if you could redo it? So I'd 100% take more photos. As I hemorrhaged, obviously you're tired from birth anyway, but because I hemorrhaged, I was like absolutely out of it. Like, even when I had stitches, I fell asleep during them. Now, anyone that's had stitches, like, I can't even remember having them done because I was asleep. Like, I was completely out of it. And that was because obviously I was so tired and I lost so much blood. Take more photos, if anything. If I could redo it, there's something I would have handled better, I guess. Made sure that there was more photos taken, and like a family photo of all of us together, just stuff like that. But obviously I can't change that now. It is what it is, and I'll never forget it anyway, and neither will my partners. Question 6, what would be your advice for someone who is about to have a baby? Sleep as much as you can and literally adore every second. And I'd say, obviously, I know they say breathe in labour, but honestly, get a breathing technique. Like, listen to the midwife. They'll teach you a breathing technique. and literally just do it slowly, exactly what they say, because it does help. That sounds crazy, but it does help. Just listen to what you're being told, and definitely just keep telling yourself you can do it, as hard as it is. Question 7. What has been the hardest thing about being a mum? Probably just sleep. I absolutely love being a mum. I love every second of it, but the hardest thing is probably sleep, or when your baby's upset and you've literally done everything possible for them and they're just upset. Like, it breaks your heart because there's nothing they need doing, so it's just hard sometimes. But definitely sleep. Okay, I do apologise, the quality is not good because I'm having to record on a phone because my camera's died on me, and I obviously want to get this video finished. I don't want it to stop halfway through, so I'm going to continue recording on. Question 8. What has been the most rewarding thing about being a mum? That's hard because I literally could say everything, but I think I definitely say just watching her grow and just change into her own little person. Question 9. What was the most surprising thing you discovered about being a mum? Probably the amount of washing. That sounds silly, but literally I'd say the amount of washing like a tiny little person can make. And maybe just the unconditional love that you feel, just the bond that you have with your baby. Like, what I thought it was is nothing like how it is. So amazing. Question 10. What is the best memory you have involving your child? 100% when I first had her and I held her. So basically how I gave birth, I was like sat up like this on my knees, obviously pushed her out, and then as soon as she come I just held her, and I thought that obviously the nurses would take her and then sort her out and then I'd have her, but I literally picked her up and I turned around with her, and it was like that moment of just love. It was crazy. It was just like an instant, like, I can't even explain it. Like, it's so amazing. And I had a lot of people that don't feel anything for their babies when they first have them. Like, it takes a while. But obviously I don't know what that was like, because as soon as I had my baby, it was like I knew exactly what I needed to do for her and I wasn't scared. But definitely say the first time that I held her and seen her. Question 11. What was the most exciting milestone? At the moment, obviously my daughter's 4 months, but as a milestone at the moment, I'd definitely say is when she smiled. It just melts your heart. So yeah, I'd 100% say her smile. Question 12. What is the worst thing your child has ever done? Now obviously my child's quite young, but up till now I'd have to say probably when I've just changed her nappy, she poops. Yeah, that's probably the worst thing, when you've literally just changed them and then they poo. But yeah, just what it is. Question 13. What habit did you wish your child didn't have? Sucking her thumb and having a dummy. So I have nothing against people that use dummies, by the way, but I wanted my baby to have a dummy. I didn't want her to rely on something to go to sleep. I didn't want her to have something. I wasn't keen on her having a dummy, but the health visitor told me to use a dummy because she wasn't sleeping up all night and I was absolutely exhausted, so I had to use a dummy. And sometimes you have to, and that's okay. Like, I'm okay with it. It is what it is at the end of the day. I'd rather if she didn't have a dummy, but she has, and she sucks her thumb even with when she has a dummy. Now, I can take the dummy off her, but you can't take a thumb off a child. Question 14. What habits of theirs makes you most proud? It's really hard because she's really small, but I don't know if you class it as a habit or not, but I definitely say every morning when she sees me, she instantly smiles. I don't know if you class that as a habit, but other than that, I don't know. Question 15. Do you share any similarities with your child, both physical and personality? Well, she definitely has a pair of lungs like me. As everybody says, she has got a very loud cry. A lot of people say she looks like me, but a lot of people do say she looks like my partner, so it's very difficult because it's probably split. Question 16. Where would you like your child to be in 10 years? Well, in 10 years time she's going to be 9 years of age, so I'd say school, hopefully doing what she's told. Yeah, that's quite a difficult one because obviously she'll still be really young. Question 17. What is something that having a child has taught you? Definitely to grow up, 100%. Question 18. Did you imagine that you'd be a mum at the age that you become a mum? So I definitely knew that I wanted to be a young mum since I was little. Like, I always said that I wanted to be a really young mum. So yeah. Question 19. Describe your child in a single sentence. So to me, I'd say she's the most beautiful, happiest little girl that I literally not change a single thing about. Question 20. How have you changed as a person since becoming a mum? So I guess when people used to say, and probably people get told this all the time, when you have a child you'll understand, and that used to drive me absolutely crazy. But now I've had a child, I understand exactly what they mean. I just say it's made me more understanding for other parents, if that makes sense. And I just like to say that I'm a better person and more grown up since being a mum. But yeah, there's my 20 simple and fun mum tag questions. But I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway, and please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and please subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.